back to another episode of 0 to 60. Now, there's been a bit of a delay in videos because I caught that thing that's been floating around the world for the last couple of years. I actually feel fine, I just can't talk or open my eyes properly. However, I wanted to try and keep going on with the diagnosis on my DCT, so following the video where I stripped the clutch pack down, one of the subscribers who is pretty much one of the pioneers of going fast with a DCT car in the world, Dragy. In fact, I'm going to put one of his videos in right here. This is his E30 that has a DCT swap in it. It's X-Drive. Nissi actually part owns DKG ECU, which is an aftermarket controller for these DCTs. But look how fast he was going over 2 years ago with his DCT. Just an easy 3.9 second 100 to 200 back in 2019, just 3 years ago. Man, Nissi is a legend. I really appreciate his help. Anyway, he was telling me that I really should check that I'm getting the adequate clutch pressures, just in case it's not an issue with the clutch pack itself in my DCT, but an issue with a solenoid or a seal or something that's stopping the clutch from getting the pressure, because we're getting that slipping issue on takeoff, which it could be worn clutch packs, but it could be that the clutch just isn't getting the oil pressure it needs to clamp the clutch discs together. So Nissi mentioned, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, he mentioned trying the IMPA process for viewing the clutch pressures live. I can't talk, brain's not working, blame COVID. Anyway, I ended up doing it in in ISTA. For some reason, IMPA wouldn't actually load or recognize my DCT, but I could view the clutch live pressure data in ISTA, and just here is a quick clip showing you how it works. So this is just it in park. That's in first gear. We go to second gear. So clutch 2 does go higher on the pressure reading, but it has got strange adaptation values now. So hopefully you've just seen there, you can see the clutch pressure changing between clutch 1 and clutch 2 as I go from first and second gear, and that is the gearbox basically tensioning or applying pressure to the clutch discs, and that will basically push them all together, lock them up, and transfer the power from the engine to the wheels. Now, I don't really know what these values should be. I've never looked at them before, so I wasn't sure if they're good or if they're out of spec or what the go is. I imagine they must be in spec, because this is something that the transmission can monitor and throw an error code if something is out of value. But Nissi did say to check it, so I thought I would check it. Now, something I can hopefully you can see on this screen. In this next clip is when I actually drive it, but what you want to see is clutch pressure 1 and clutch pressure 2, and then how the car reacts to those pressures. But yeah, long story short, you'll see it in this next clip. It gets the same pressure going to clutch 1 as, well, very close to the same pressure that's going to clutch 2, but the car just doesn't move properly on clutch 1 when it's in first gear. Anyway, play the clip. So this is first gear pulling away. We've got a fair bit of pressure and it's slipping. 3 bar of clutch pressure. And it just slips. Okay. I'm gonna stop. We'll go to second gear. I'll try and take off in second. So similar pressure and it pulls away. Interesting. Yeah, I hope that made sense. And if anybody else has got clutch slipping issues, you can use that data to try and compare to yours. It looks like I am getting the correct, or at least close enough to the right clutch pressures going to clutch 1 and clutch 2. Right now, the car doesn't seem to have any issues with clutch 2. It's only clutch 1. That's from what I can tell from the type of driving I've been doing lately. So I do think I'm going to have to actually pull the gearbox out and swap the clutch pack. Now, this video is a bit all over the shop. I apologise for it being a bit riff-raff. I apologise for not being able to talk. I tried to film this in the car, but I just can't talk quite loud enough for you guys to hear me. The other thing I just want to touch on, I have stolen Nissi Jarnett's video, so go and give him a follow. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel below. He has some really cool videos on there, and that guy has really been pioneering the use of the DCT and going very fast with the DCT. He was going fast with the DCT long before XHP was out because he's got a controller. And unlike some other DCT controllers on the market, the guys that use his don't seem to have issues, interestingly enough. Anyway, go give him a follow. I really appreciate his help, and he is a bit of a G. All right, thank you all for watching,
and hopefully we're back to normal programming shortly.